G'day everybody, hope you're well. G'day Winston, Jeff and Niels. Peter, hello. All right. So, I gotta admit, I'm very fatigued right now. Very, very tired indeed. So apologies if apologies if there's a lack of terrible dad jokes, put it that way. Okay, Rory, James, Paul. Okay, so please like, share, and subscribe, of course. Turn on your notifications. And let's have a look at what we got. Of course, if you want to learn more about what I do, go to TraderCobb, COBB.com. All your links and everything will be in the description below. So go get stuck in. Now, Bitcoin. Okay. We'll start with Bitcoin. We'll move out and we'll go to the full list that I'm going to scan today. I'm hopeful for the 4-hour time frame to be the one that sets up. Hey, Phil. Hello, everybody. Hello, Bob. Yeah, so let's go out first of all and look at the monthly. Now, we touched on this yesterday when I did a live. Bullish candle in the cradle, broken the high. Since then, you know, the month of August, is up nearly 12%. The weekly, well, the moving average is across into the right order. We've had 4 strong weeks, very strong weeks, but nothing too out of control. You know, you look at this, what we go, 11, 12, 10, 7. Over here, 22, 11, 25. So they're not, you know, we've had much bigger weeks. When that momentum starts to carry in, it really kicks. Now, this has been a good run, but it's not been anything over the top. So it's quite steady indeed. By the way, who is watching this that is using the strategies that I teach, or who's been through that education? Because I just want to ask, because the trends have been really, really good of late. And look, I didn't trade on Friday because I was doing some stuff with my boat. What a day not to trade. It was the day. It was the day for trades, and there was a lot of fantastic moves there. So who's there? I know a number of you guys that are in the community already, but yeah, okay, cool. So it looks like there's a few. All right. So what we've got here is a pullback into this cradle zone. I'm not looking at this as an actual trading opportunity for tomorrow as a daily cradle, just because the push up didn't do much. You know, it didn't do much. Okay, good stuff, everybody. Done the free one. Strategies are in the next chunk there, mate. But at least you've got the understanding for what we're looking for, which is great. So yeah, I'm not looking at this as being a trade, but across the monthly, weekly, daily, we are in an uptrend. That's really, really positive. It's really, really good. And as you can see here, we've kind of lost a little bit of momentum. You know, we shot up, pulled back, divergent on this bit. Then we rolled over again, pushed back up, we're divergent. We just need a bit of a reset. And whether that's going to come in the form of a pullback where we come back, or we're just going to push higher and continue, I don't know. I really don't know. It looks as though at this stage there's a potential probability of us moving higher, but again, there's not really enough there to give me the information that I need to make that call. The daily definitely shaping up a lot better. If we can close like that, or better yet, bigger, and break the high, it adds a bit more value. We still got to get through this high here of 48,310. Okay, a couple of things. Would you be able to touch on divergence? You mentioned a few times as you're scouting your charts. Yeah, it's all there in the course, but I'll show you here. See how this is a high and there's a new high? As price makes higher highs, the MACD does not. Therefore, there is a divergence between price and the MACD. So we want, as price makes higher highs, we want the MACD to also be doing the same. A couple more. Go to Craig, can you do something about scammers on Facebook? They're opened up a fake Trader Cobb page. They put my profile picture in it. Got a notification this morning. Sean, we do. We try our best. Unfortunately, because we do have a good reputation, we seem to be targeted by scammers. And yes, we are constantly spending money with our staff to make sure that we implement and change, report them. But unfortunately, Facebook, for some reason, when I show them, or when one of the teams shows them that there's a fake profile out there, more times than not, they don't take it down at the first attempt. So the more people that can suggest that it's a fake profile, that helps us, because when it comes from us, it doesn't, it's ridiculous, but Facebook. Okay, it looks like a movement stop on BCH prematurely. Oh no, did you get stopped out, Ash? Okay. All right, so let's go to now, and as you can see, the top 10's up nicely. Nothing major, but it's a good start in the day. We're going to go to our perp list here, and we're going to just run at this 4 hour. Why the 4? Well, the 4 hour, obviously we'll have the daily below. The 4 hours had some pullbacks. Now, unfortunately, with 1 inch here, look, higher low, higher high. I mean, not the greatest of high lows, to be fair. It shows better on the 8 hour there, look. But there's just nothing there. It's not good enough. No, that's all right, mate. Nothing really worthwhile there. Again, a very, we pushed up, but look again, here's our divergence. Price, high of MACD, higher high, lower high, and another higher high, lower high. So it's divergent, which means no thank you. Not touching that. Cardano has had a run. It's, I tell you what, I mean, that was the pullback I've been waiting for so long, but the candle was too big for me. Look, perspective, right? You do that and you go, oh, it's quite a big candle. Then you go like that and you look at that and you go, and this is the thing, when you get really strong markets, I have said this before to my members, that you can actually work with some bigger candles, but I didn't in this case. I mean, you're talking about a 20 to 1. That means $100 risk is 2,000 in the space of a week or two. And that's a reality. That's why I trade crypto. Okay, let's get it right. So back to the point here. If it's divergent, why not we short the market? TRADERCOBB.com, go through that and you'll find out those lessons. Okay. Would I take this on the 12? It does carry higher risk. I mean, essentially, the only reason to take it would be the belief that we're going to have another shot up. And I don't know, right now with a long time to go, it takes through to 10 p.m. I don't see it as being viable at this stage. We'll see how we go. Because divergence doesn't mean we're just going to fall. That's not what divergence means. So it's an understanding for what we use the tools for. When I trade, I've got a checklist. It's a confluence of events. Literal checklist with essential factors and bonus factors. It gives us, exactly, Jeff's just said, it gives us a reason to stay out of a trade, but not to take one. Algo here on that daily chart, yeah, there's a higher low, higher high pulling back there. Bullish candle in the cradle. It's moving averages are in the right order. It's not the smallest of candles. That could be something for a swing trade like what I did on sushi last week. But now, let's look at the lowers. I'm not interested in that 8. Alpha, it's sideways. I'm looking for trends first and foremost. ALTPERP. Whoa. Just read what this chart's telling you. Pull back in, move. Pull back in, move. Pull back in, move. It's pulled back in, not a great deal, but that could just be because it's a very, very bullish market now. I'm not going to put that into my list right now because it's still got such a long time to go. My focus will be on the 4 hour, and I'm looking at trends. Ooh, Arweave. Well, that was, I think, the level I talked of this morning, wasn't it? Sheesh. All right, that's going to go. We're going to make a blue list. I don't want it to get any bigger, I'll tell you that much. But it's there. Atom, no thanks. Audio, big move. And if you've just joined us, guys, please visit TraderCoBB.com. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Do all that stuff, please. Axie, I'll leave that. Badger, not really that good. What a... That's a real bugger. Too big. Yeah, what can you do about it? That's life, guys. Even too big on the 8, you know. It was one that I was really stalking hard, but it moved too quick. Couldn't do it. Band. Too big too? Bail. No. Bat. Nah. Not really a huge fan of that with the lack of cyclicity there on that 8 following through. I wanted a bit more there. Let's have a look here. Wow. No bigger. That was the Friday bingo on the money. Ooh, yeah. That's what I wanted. Anyway, we got another one setting up, so that's going to go on the list. It's not going to make it on the 4, but the 8, if it doesn't get any bigger, could certainly be worthy. Damn you. Big candle again. The market's just gone poof and popped. And it's not favorable because I want small candles, you know, small candles in the cradle zone. BSV. Well, I really feel for those people that put all their capital into BSV, thinking that that was the new Bitcoin, because it's just been such a disappointment, and it continues to be. And look, that's, you know, I'm not having a dig at anybody. I'm just saying I do genuinely feel for those people, because while Bitcoin's performed very well, BSV has been terrible. BAT. I'll come back to BAT since there's a question. Where is it? There. Yeah, mate, it's got some bullish candles in the cradle zone, but the problem is, look at the size of the candle. It's got a really big candle there. It's pulled back extraordinarily deep. So it's not just about having a candle in there. There's a lot more to it, and that doesn't fit the bill as giving me all of the rules met. So maybe, Nick, if you've got access to the course, go back through those sections again. And just follow through that checklist, because it's really important that you don't miss out anything there. BTT. Starting to get a bit big again, isn't it? Let's jump back. That's the daily. Look, it's not ready for now, but if that closed like that today, well, actually, I've got to check the 2 days. Is there a trend there? Well, yeah, actually, higher, yeah, that's fine. Moving averages are in the correct order. So if that closed like that, I'd probably raise an order on that tomorrow, but it's not ready yet. There's no point in putting it in. Cake. Pancake. Another one that pulled back in deep and bounced hard. Too much going on there. Too big a candle. Oh, chilly. See, here's another one, right? Here's that daily time frame that I love. Not the greatest of uptrend on the 2, but I certainly wouldn't kick it out of bed. Be waiting for that tomorrow. So we might actually get some daily cradles come in tomorrow. That'll be interesting. Convergence. Its convergence is a bit thin as a market, so I'll leave that. Cream's too messy still. Crow, again, messy up here. Crypto.com. Oh. Bullish candle, another one there potentially for the dailies. I can't do anything about it now. The 12 hour is going to look a bit skew if it does. Yeah, not much I can do there, but that daily could be good tomorrow. Oh, even Dash, look at that. I mean, looks like tomorrow, unless we get massive candles today, we may get some good dailies tomorrow to work with. DeFi, again, too big. Yeah, I'll get to Engine. I'll be there just in a second. Dent. That 12's in a pretty good spot. I mean, it's had an absolutely ripper run. Look, from that last pullback to the high, we've done 3 times. Wow. Oh, God, this market's so good, isn't it? This market is so damn good. Oh, look at that for a clean pullback. You know what? Do you know what? It's a bit big. I was going to put it in, but I don't think I need to right now. I'll do another scan later. Dodo's moved on. That looks like a pullback on one of the lower times. Nah, too messy. Didn't miss anything there. Doge. I've been watching Doge, looking for a small candle. Of course, it's not small anymore. It's a biggie. It's a big old candle. Anyone still in DOT? Anyone still in DOT? From back here, that was the trade. Now I made everyone aware of it. 11. Yes, Paul's still in it. Good stuff. I'm glad some of you are. But the trends continued. What a beauty. Didn't quite give me what I was after there. Let's look lower and see. Yeah, it's just sort of racing off now, isn't it? No worries, Paul. Yeah, we all live and learn there, Winston. But, I mean, what an absolute belter of a move. Excellent stuff to see there. We've got to find the next one now, don't we? That's the plan. Again, that on the 12-hour, 10 o'clock tonight, I will put that in because that could actually provide me with something. I don't want it to get any bigger, though. Don't like the 8. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, it's time to put those big boy pants on for me as well, mate. Get that back up to the full percent because, you know, Friday, whilst I was working on my boat, I probably could have made enough to afford the upgrade. Resistance there on engine. Okay, at $1.71 or thereabouts. It's got to get up through there. Yes, there is a bullish candle in the cradle, but there's a bit of, as you can see through here, it's not exact, it's not spot on, but it is there and it can't be denied. So that's why engine won't make the list. EOS, unfortunately, didn't give me a small bullish candle here. You know, that's what I wanted, a small bullish candle. Did not get it. Let's check that 12. A bit big. Oh, I'm shattered right now already. And we're only on to the E's. Sorry, guys. Just this fatigue's just bashed me over the head today. Nothing on Ethereum Classic. Ethereum. Well, it's really gotten quite lethargic, hasn't it? I mean, look, it's just run a marathon, right? And now it's just in a holding bay. No, I didn't get a morning nap in, no. It's got to take out these highs. There's nothing there now, but don't be surprised to see an explosive move out in Ethereum at some point. XChangePERP, there's nothing there. Bonfida is traveling north at a rate of knots, but again, not really much to work with. Same with FilePERP, very sideways. Big stinking spike there. Flow. Oh, I've got my one-to-one from this trade here, but can somebody please wake Flow up? So look at some of these moves already. I mean, we're only a few hours into the start of the new trading day, and there's some very solid moves there. This is why, you know, it's funny. People want the results that traders get, but they don't want to put the work and the effort in. Well, you won't get those results without it. Sorry, Jimmy. And that's, if you're Jimmy and you're on this, it's not directed at you. It was just like a Jimmy comment. FTT had quite a fierce pullback yesterday. Where it stands now, bit of a wide stop. I'll be leaving that. Sorry, that was, yeah, there was FTT. GRT, now that is a daily candle in the cradle. Relatively large, but consider it tomorrow. The dailies. Oh, now I've never traded this, but Schnitzel von Krumm, he had a very low tum, and that is looking pretty special. Again, it's want to come back and gnaw at tomorrow. Helium, I can leave that. Holy mackerel. Big move there, but nothing to work with. Moving out now on Huobi. No. Hump. No. IOTA. Oh, man, I am starting to get pretty... excited. So many Jameses on here. I'll note to self, don't use the Jimmy analogy next time unless it's for good. I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to put that in. Cobb coin for the traders that want all for profit but none of the effort. Yeah, that ain't going to happen, I'm afraid. IOTA. Look, I'm starting to get quite interested in, you know, the 10 o'clock candles. So the end of this 12-hour candle, there are a number of them around. So it's going to be interesting to see tonight and then moving into tomorrow what's still a small candle. Because, yeah, it's really shaping up. Holy jeez. Look at that. Cradle right there. Did it go down first? It did. The sneaky little thing. Oh, so we're getting paid on flow, are we, Ash? Because, I mean, it's already got 1-to-1 and I have moved my stop, so I'm not going to make a loss on it. I was wondering about the funding rates, though, so that's good news if that's the truth, if that's the case. Kyber Network, another bullish candle in the cradle zone. Another one to consider come the morrow. Too big on the 12, but not so bad on the daily. Kusama's had a little push again. Leo, who cares? Lena. Okay, Lena. Big. Love me a bit of Shaggy. Go the 90s. Link. Good for days like today are good for your portfolio, right? They're good for your portfolio, but they're not so good for getting filled or getting orders on because it's just moving really quickly. Look at that. Over 4 hours, we have seen a change of 7%. That is always going to equate to a candle that is too large. Loopring, again a bit big there. How'd the 2 go there? Nah, not so good. Mustafa, no mate, when I do my scan, I'm just scanning to see what's available, mate. So if there's a trade available that I find now, like for example on the 4 hour, which will be closing, well, let's go back. I think it's in an hour. Yeah, 37 minutes, an hour from starting the scan. Then I'll raise the order then. It's just knowing what I call windows. So if you know what windows you've got, and when the window closes, it's the end of the time frame. So the 4 hour, the 2 hour, the 12 hour, just being familiar with those windows. And I teach that in the course, all about windows. It just gives you that edge. It means you don't miss as much. Now, Litecoin there on that 12, pulled back high. And this is genuinely, like, this is what I do sometimes to strip things back and make it really simple. So here's a little lesson for those that that are often, questioning trends and whatnot. So look, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, potential higher low. So it's just connecting the highs and lows to see what you get, and you'll see that whether it be on the free course or you actually want to learn to trade and you pay the money and you get yourself onto the strategy course. I talk about the simplicity of the way that I look at the markets, and I don't try and overcomplicate it, because the easier it is to get right, the harder it is to get it wrong. And that's my philosophy on life. Look, I'm going to put that in because I'm sitting here looking at that and humming and ahhing, and best I put it in. Now, the daily as well, I would have loved to have seen it pull back a little bit further, but that's also an option for tomorrow. Geez, that's had a real blinder, hasn't it? Linear, 3.5, excellent. Is your MACD line the 12 or 26? Let me just pull, where am I? Oops. What settings have I got? Well, you can see down here, MACD, 12, 26. Here we go, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do, oops. So here's my settings, right? Inputs, it's straight out of the box. 12, 26, 9. The style, of course, whatever. If you put the signal in, that's how most of your MACD will look. And you'll also have a histogram, for which I don't use at all. So that's why I take the histogram away. Take the signal line away. And I'm left with the MACD line. And that's how you do it. Hope it helps, Peter. And to anybody else out there who had a question on that. Maps is moving really well. It's a very thin market, though. It doesn't really have too much liquidity that I found. I haven't traded it yet for that very reason. I think the 12 will be a bit helter-skelter. Yeah, it's got a little bit of funkiness up there. I'm going to get rid of these levels. I don't need to be there anymore. They're no longer relevant. How nice is it to be back in a strong market? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Mid-perp, you stinking little weasel. Sorry, Midi. I was hoping to get a small bullish candle in there. You fixed your brain not requiring signal line. Yeah, man, don't need it. Don't need it. I don't use it. So all it did was pose to create confusion, and clarity is king. That has my eyeballs. Don't get any bigger. Even that daily, that looks splendid. Hi, Jackie. Jacko, sorry. Big difference. Oh, yes. I'm going to leave it in. All right. I'm going to leave that in for now. I do not mind that structure there. There is a little bit of resistance above, but it's up to me if I decide to take that risk. At this stage, it's just going to stay in the list. Okay, metal, not so much now. Actually, let me just check that on the 12. Pass. Near, far, wherever you are. Not much cyclicity on the lowers there. Near's definitely had a pop. I suspect the 8 hour was the doozy. Look at that. For those in the Northern Hemisphere, that was 2 a.m. when that triggered. And I get people say, oh, there's no trades. There's always trades, guys. There's always trades. It doesn't matter whereabouts in the world you are. There will be trades. There is no better time to trade. It is the time that you're awake. Now, look, if you want to relocate to another country and prove me wrong, go for it. But I used to live in London trading FX, stocks, bonds, commodities, right? Came to Australia, my results, believe it or not, did not change. Totally different, like literally a totally opposite time frame. Didn't change my results. I was a little bit shocked by that. I was curious as to what would happen, but yeah. So anyway, that 8 hours was an absolute doozy. I didn't get it because I was asleep. I remember you were so used to looking at MACD with signal line when I first started. Yeah, that's right, man. I remember that, Bob. So yeah, I used to have the signal line in there just because I was used to having it. I just never, I just hadn't taken it off. I don't know why. But then some of the members were like, well, you can take it off. And I went, oh, okay, well, I'm still used to it. And then I started to challenge myself, and it's gone now. And there's only 3 lines on my chart. 1, 2, 3. Keep it nice and simple. How do you raise multiple orders for the start of the time frame without missing out on some moves, Ray has asked. The way that I do it is I'll raise the order, but I'll just have one contract. So what I mean is, or a very small denomination, because if it's 1 Bitcoin, then if you don't have a sizable enough account to manage that, then it ends up being a decent sized position, right? But what I'll do is I'll put in an order just before the close of some of those candles, and just for one or very small amount of that contract, which means the order's already raised. Now, all I have to do, if that order is still valid, is amend that order by going from, let's say it was 1, and I wanted 500,000. I go delete the 1, put the 500,000 in, hit update, and then bam, that order's there. So I don't have to go through the whole raising of the order process and the calculations. I always write it in my book first, so I've got the numbers, entry, stop, targets, that sort of thing. Entry and stop the most important two. Then after that, you can go ahead and put your targets up as your order. But yeah, I'll raise it with a little tiny position, just so that I know that I'm the thing that takes the longest is already done. Luna is pretty interesting fundamentally, as there is more demand for their decentralized stablecoins. The value of Luna token increases. Cool. Tellor. Okay, well, what I'm going to scan is what's in front of us. So hopefully Teller's there for you guys. But I'm just going to keep going, otherwise I'll get stuck. Yeah, I was watching Neo this morning again in here. The 4 hours pretty much gone 9-9. Not interested there now on Neo. OKB. Real funny looking pullback, huh? Really weird. I just got this, I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm too tired, but I just got this desire to play golf. OMG, no, nothing there again. Nothing here on ontology. Perhaps the daily tomorrow, but there's probably not going to be too much in the way of trend on the 2-day. Orbs is very thin. I'll leave that. Oxygen's on a great run, but again, very, very thin. Now, if you were one to take a go at that, have a look at what's been working. Cradle, 1, move. Cradle, 2, move. If you had have taken Cradle 1, I'm not saying that I did. I'm just showing you the power of using margin, the power of trading. Not just the power of margin, but the power of trading full stop, whether it be spot or whatever, in crypto, 20 to 1. That's 20 times your risk multiple. You risk $100, that's $2,000. If you scale out, you're looking at, what did I say? $100? So half the position's at 1,000, the other half will be at 100. So 100 to 1,100 at this stage. Yeah, Matt Haas probably did. He's pretty good at that sort of stuff. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anybody else. That's all right, Ray. I haven't had anybody else suggest that the sound volume is low. If it's on your phone, it may just be that. Nothing there on gold that I'm interested in. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not going to get rid of gold. I like to know the price of gold. PERP. Not great there. I don't want to just jump onto the bandwagon of, you know, a rising tide raises all ships. I'm still looking for good trades, not just to be involved. You know, I'm not just going to take a trade because, oh, the market's moving, so I want to take a trade. That's why we left Qtum, Pundi, and we're going to leave Ray as well, because it's just shot off like a bat out of hell. Reef, perhaps. It's not really pulled in. It's kind of consolidated, so I don't like that as much. Let's keep going. Ren. No. Rook. Oh, baby girl. That. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That is a beautiful bullish candle right there in the cradle zone, pulling back into a round number. Tick, 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 tick. Got to wait and see how that closes. Let's check that 12. Sometimes when I do these scans, I think if I didn't share these things, then I would not have a problem with getting entry on some of these lower liquidity markets. So in actual fact, by me doing this very scan, sometimes it stops me from getting filled. You are welcome. All right, that's going to be tomorrow, not now. Reserve rights, not now. Rune too big. Sand is sideways. Sia is still sideways. Serum. Serum ecosystem. That's a big move. SHPERP. I'm just saying, is there anything... The problem that I've got here... So I've been eyeballing it because it's a ripper of a run there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, there's not really much because it's just shot off again, you know, like there's not much to work with when they just shoot off. You always market buy below my entry. Yeah, righto. Bob, you bloody. Scale bullish candle. Let's check that 12. Don't dig it. Don't dig it. Not enough cyclicity, not enough flow, smoothness. Ooh. 12 might look really nice. Not as nice as I was hoping, no. Look, I'll make an assessment on that come later on. There is a little bit of something to be aware of, shall we say, at that level there, but it's going to go into the list. Solana, again, a ripping move. What a push, and it does it very quickly. Such a shame because I've been talking to members about wanting to get a position on because that trend was just, see how it was just starting to carry on. 2 o'clock in the morning. Sorry. Oh, what? Oh, that was the freaking Friday. Now, I know I'm not meant to get emotional and all that sort of stuff. That's wonderful to say, but you know what? When you look at something like that, I mean, I'm here every day trading. I'm looking at the markets every day. Friday was the day that the guy came to service the engine, and I wanted to learn some stuff about it. Why couldn't he have come on Thursday? Because I'd be in a lot. Anyway, it's just. Yeah, it's just taken off again. There's not really much to work with. Solana, 16%. This market's nuts. How good. It's great. This is really, really good shit. We're strong. We're really strong. We're back to, you know, not people attacking each other for the sake of just being an asshole online. If that's you, scram. We've got to be nice to each other, you see. Oh, you got that on Sol, Daryl. Well done. Oh, that makes me happier, you know, knowing that you guys are taking this sort of stuff. Just think of the money that you're not picking up if you don't know how to trade. I mean, I've said it 1,000 times. I don't know. Still, it takes time. So I'm just in sushi from back here. That's one that I did get the other week, but again, it's a little bit choppy up here. Look at that. That's not something that I can trade. No, it is not Pokemon, Winston. You don't have to catch them all. I would like to catch more though, especially just those big moves, you know. Swipe, beautiful there. How'd they look on the 12? It didn't look very good, did it? No. Little bullish candle there, maybe for tomorrow. Theta's popping up, but not much to really speak of there. You know, there was a little bullish candle there, but it didn't happen. Tomo coming on through strongly. True. Tron, 12. Straight to the 12. Oh, yeah, that's going in the mix. How about the 8? How about the 8? No. I think I'll stay with that 12. So because of that higher, that deeper pullback, what we are dealing with at the moment is that deeper pullback on many. And here again, who's still in this, by the way? This was around the same time I took DOT. Now, I didn't take this one. I took DOT instead. Who's in this? Because your stop's going to be somewhere up there. So you've locked in 7.5 to 1. Who's still in that? Yeah, Alexis, I totally understand. I mean, look, I suppose I'm whinging a bit, but, you know, I don't compare myself to others with what I do. Never have. It doesn't help the mental state, I don't think. But yes, I know I do have a better situation than many. You keep doing it, you'll get there. An hour a day, a couple of these big winners, mate, and you will find your freedom. But you know what they say, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Well, you started. So keep the dream alive. Well done to you, and keep it up. So who is still long Uniswap here? Because that was the trade back here. I know a number of you are. I mean, I assume you're still in it because, you know, your stop move's going sort of here. I mean, it's easy with hindsight. You might have gone to there and got nipped out. All right. Silence. Fine. Okay, Uniswap. I think it's going to be a bit big there on that 4. Again, skunked. Candle's too big. It's a coming out. V chain hit that 12. Bit big again. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that at this stage. Waves had a little wee pop in there. No good. Nem. Check that 12. Maybe big. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to put that in. That's okay. Stella. Ooh, 12. Might be big again. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to leave that too. Oh, well, I suppose the bright side of life is that the portfolio is growing, even if I haven't got lots of those trades that tick the box on Freudy. Relatively large candle there. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It does help, and we do want more people involved. Don't forget what my objective is. It's to help people to understand how to make money, especially in these times. It is not lost on me that given all these current lockdowns that are happening, especially in Australia and around the world that have happened at different times, that I do have the ability to stay home. I do have the ability to continue to put food on the table for my family. And unless they stop the internet, it's going to continue that I'll be able to do that. And that is a really, really powerful thing. Okay, a really powerful thing. If for no other reason than financial, but it also helps with your mental health, because you're not having to be so worried about whether you can reopen your business. Or I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are going through an awful lot, and it's horrible. And yeah, the mental health out there is in a really bad place for a lot of people. One thing I'll say is don't do it if you go into that dark place. If you feel like you have no hope, just remember that you just got to get through that period of time. And if the only hope you have is waiting for the hope of the future to come, then that's something to hang on to. You just got to get through it, because it will get better. Okay? It will get better. I'm absolutely certain that if you stick to it and you want it, things will happen. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. Stick with it. Just sit in that pit of pain if you need to for a little while. If you have literally no one to speak to, please, I'm more than willing. Hit me up on however you can hit me up, okay? I will be there, but I'm sure you have other people. Things will pass. You will get better. There will be a brighter day if you stick around, and you just have to. You have got to do it. Just be strong. You have to do it. Okay, there's a lot of bad things happening now, and you can do this. Okay, you really can. I just get tired of seeing all the stuff of reading about. Most of it's all virus related and stuff, but you do see that there are a lot of people that are not making it, and it's really hard. I get it, but you can do it, and hang on. Yes, you can do it. All right, you are able to get through this. Please don't go to that next place. You can handle this. And it might sound like, what am I talking about? I don't know your position. I know I don't, but I do know that there is going to be a time when it passes, and that you will be okay. So please speak to people, and please, hang on. It's hard, okay? And I'm here if you need to. Okay. Back to it. Whew, it's making me have some big deep breaths, that one. Arweave. And that wasn't to get all negative. That was just something that I really felt that I really wanted to say that. I don't have a lot of influence, and I don't have a lot of people that are watching this, but if I can help anybody that's having a hard time, and look, I've shared my stuff. I've had a hard time before. I've told you guys, and especially my people in my community. I share a lot. I don't see it as a weakness. I see it as a strength. So, if you're having a hard time, please let me know. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Bitcoin Cash back in the realms of markets. 8 hour. Look, I'm going to watch this. There's a couple of things. The 8 hour, I don't want it to get any bigger. The 12 hour is also looking quite tasty there. I'd actually like to see it pull back a little bit and close a little bit lower. But I mean, I haven't got any control, and we're at the highs. We might see it go higher. I don't know. But it's in the list for that reason. Dragon, very similar here, guys. Look at that 12 hour. What an absolute little doozy. This trend is beautiful. Convergence, ripping the market. A new one. It's a beautiful trend. I don't like the 8. I do like the 12. 10 p.m. is when that's going to happen. Same with IOTA. 10 p.m. Bullish candle in the cradle. You can also wait for the daily if we don't get it here in the 12, but I will be there at 10 because I like it. Litecoin. Another with a daily, another with a 12. Just wait and see what happens. We got to wait. It's a patience plays market. That's just making me knees shake. So is that. I mean, look, a little push high didn't affect it too much. I'm quite happy with that. I don't want to see it get any bigger. Still got 8 hours to wait. Anything can happen. We all know that, but that's a doozy. Synthetix, again, we're back on that 12. And also matching that with the daily. Check it out. I mean, that is quite tasty. There's a little bit of something up there, but we'll make the choice when it comes to time. And also Tron. So look, guys, right now, the market is all about the higher time frames. It's about being patient and waiting for those higher time frames to deliver, or they keep moving higher and we don't get anything. And that's the realities. But there's been some great trades. There's been some great trends. And if you want to find out more or learn more or get involved, you know what to do. Go to TraderCobb.com to get your access to the free course, or you can just go and pay me some money and help pay my team, and you'll get everything there as well. But more importantly than any of that, if you've got no one to speak to, then please reach out. I am here. I am available. If I can't get back to you immediately, please hang in there because I will get back to you. I've got a lot of stuff on, and I've got other people that I'm talking with and helping and all that sort of stuff. You can do it. Stay strong. Stay positive. Speak to your friends, and just be a good human. All right, just be nice. Be a good human. No need to put people down, especially at this time. Be a good person and good things will happen. I am certainly proof of that. I've followed my heart and done what I do, and I do it with absolute transparency and honesty and love. And I'm in a very good position now for living my life that way. And I think that, you know, a lot of the people that I know that sort of subscribe to those theories are in a very similar position. I'm here for you. I got your back. Look after yourself, the friends that you have, and your family. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.